Alright, so the DUP, my DUP, this is my DUP. And first off, I want to be clear, this is just my interpretation of the data and the research that's out there. And I am in no way, shape, or form recommending that you train the way you see me training in this video, because this is just, again, my interpretation of it, and it's me. It's programmed specifically for me. Okay. Basically, I'm squatting 3 times a week, benching 3 times a week, deadlifting twice a week. Soon to be more for the deadlifting. Today is heavy squat day, the heaviest squat day at least. So 5 sets of 3, well 6 sets of 3, and then the last set is the.
Ain't been doing right, I've been doing wrong. Champagne in my glass and I'm so gone. I done seen it all.
Daily undulating periodization. What is it? Basically, in a nutshell, it's undulating or waving the intensities or training load, the training phases, power style training, hypertrophy style training, strength training, the reps, possibly the sets over the course of your training week. And the beauty of this is it allows you to not lose your adaptations that you gain from, let's say, a pure power training block, where you train specifically the things that are connected to quote-unquote power over the course of your training week. What else? Speaking of training week, this is the end of the second week for me. This is the strength day. I had 6 sets of 3 here, which meant 5 sets, and on the 5 sets, and then on the last set I would aim for 3. My goal would be to hit 3, and beyond 3 would be considered, I guess, a PR. And the beauty of an APRE set is it allows me, or you, or whoever, to gauge progress from week to week and decide whether or not you're going to up the weights or up the volume or up the reps, or possibly, again, a combination of the two. If you were to look at a graph that showcased the volume and the reps and the intensities from week to week, you would notice from a session to session basis, at least for me, how I programmed it, you would notice that it was slowly increasing, and then on a week to week basis, it would then increase a little bit more from week 1 to week 2.
How the fuck am I gonna get 5? More than 5, more than 3. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna hit you, but I'm gonna execute. I'm gonna set up strong. I'm gonna walk out strong, and I'm gonna take it rep by rep. After I knock your face in.
Okay, as I spoke about before, I am accumulating volume over the course of this particular training block, which for me means I'll start the training block at a specific baseline of volume, let's say 3 sets, and I'll begin to add sets based on my performance over, either sometimes I'll add them from a session to session basis, or I'll add reps from a session to session basis, and I'll cap it at, say, maybe 6 total sets or something like that. And again, this allows for me to get more work with less training load, if that makes sense. What else? I will say that on this day, though, it was, it was fucking hard, and I'm not necessarily happy with the actual form on a couple of these reps for the squat set you're looking at, but I got it done. So I'm happy with the fact that I got it fucking done. What else? What I am noticing is that wait, no. Yeah. What I am noticing is that there's a beauty, not a beauty. There's something to be said for when you're just feeling like shit, just feeling awful, to just focus on the only shit that you can control. You can't necessarily control how you're feeling that day, but you can control your setup. You can set up fucking strong. You can walk the bar out strong, and you can set up nice and tight on your bench press. Speaking of setting up, this is my particular setup for bench press. I don't know if anybody else does it, but again, shrug the shoulders up towards the ears, pull scapula back, and depress the scapula, almost akin to a front relax spread. Not front relax, a front relax pose. Except, I'm sorry, akin to a front lat spread, but it kind of looks like a front relax pose. Lay back, take my grip. I'm going to pull myself through until I'm just in eye line sight of the bar. I don't pull myself all the way through, but just again, so I'm eye line sight, I'm sorry, I'm kind of rushing. I plant my feet, deep breath, and I rack it. Bring it all the way out over my xiphoid. That's again the breastbone there, and then I lower that. For me, I'm imagining as though I'm pulling my elbows to the ground, and it seems to work pretty well for me. And I press it up, and when I get about halfway up, I start to press it slightly back. These are just some deadlifts, light. Not happy with the form, but again, this was like 4 in the morning at this point. I didn't really care about having the greatest form ever. I just kind of want to get them in. But as I said in the beginning, I plan on increasing the frequency of my deadlifting to get it better. So I'm going to do more deadlifting. That's it. Oh, and by the by, I was 206 as of the making of this video, which was Sunday. So yeah, that's it. If you liked it, please like it. Subscribe, comment. Please comment. I enjoy the comments. I enjoy responding to people that do comment. And that's it.
When you start walking, my friend, and you get 10 and 15 miles on the highway, you won't be strutting that ass. You'll be half dead by the time you get there.
80 pounds, I feel a hostage, seen around hospice with dementia. Look what life did to ya. Popping up the bottle, I really need the